I am a licensed clinical social worker, and I was working as a school counselor in Ben Hill Middle School. My name is Sujettegiddens.
So you said you worked at Ben Hill County School System?
Yes.
And how long did you work there?
About 15 years.
Okay. Do you still work there now?
I'm working part-time now.
Okay. I want to take your attention back to the school year of 2021 into 2022.
Okay.
Was Colt Gray enrolled in your school at that point?
Yes.
Okay. Now, what grade was he going into?
He must have been 6th grade.
Okay.
Maybe.
And is that the first grade for Ben Hill Middle
Yes.
School? Okay. Did you know of Colt Gray when he was in 5th grade? I know it wasn't your school, but did you know of him?
I was not familiar with him.
Okay. Were you familiar with his family?
Yes.
Okay. How were you familiar with his family?
I've been friends with his grandmother for many years.
And what's her name?
Debbie Polhamus.
Okay. And so did you know that a Colt Gray existed?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And did you expect him coming to your school?
I saw his name on the rosters.
Okay. But you'd never met him before?
Not at that time, no.
Okay. Now, 2021, that was during COVID, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was the how was your school operating? I know everybody kind of did things different.
Students were working, they had their Chromebooks, and they were working from home, and that's what Colt was doing at the beginning of that year.
Okay. Did you have any issues with Colt, or did the school have any issues with Colt and that online, or not the online, but the at-home learning?
He was not consistent with doing the assignments.
Okay. And did something specific happen in August of that year?
Yes. Our district has a program on all the school devices that monitor searches. And if words such as death or guns or drugs or any of those words sort of throws up a flag to the administrative staff and the counselors for us to follow up with.
Okay. And did that happen with Colt?
It did.
And what was the word that flagged?
The first word that flagged was abuse.
Okay. And do you remember when that was?
That was in August of 2021.
Do you keep is it part of the process of your school system to have a way to log things in as they happen?
Yes,
Okay. And do you participate in that system?
I do.
Okay. Would it help refresh your recollection if you had a copy of that?
Sure.
Judge will have the same objection on this. There's a lot of writing there that I think it would be a continuing testimony. I'm not sure exactly what parts the state wants to.
Your Honor, I'm not going to tender it into evidence. It's a recorded recollection. We could tender it and have her read from it, but at this point, I'm just going to use it to refresh her recollection.
Is it a marked exhibit?
Sir?
Is it a marked exhibit?
It is not, Your Honor. I'm just using it to refresh her recollection. I'm going to show you. Do you recognize just the general nature of that form?
Yes, this is our contact log.
Okay. And do everybody in the school system, if they have contact or something, they would put
They
it
would
in?
put that in, yes.
Okay. And you are a part of that also?
Yes,
Okay. I want to take your attention. Does it go by date and time?
it does.
Okay. I want to move you over to the 20th or the 19th of August.
Okay.
All right. And do you see where you put in a log for what had happened about the word searching for abuse?
Yes.
Okay. Does that refresh your recollection as to when that search was done?
Yes, it was in August the 20th of 2021.
Okay. When was the search done?
The search was done on the night previously, I think.
Okay.
And then when we came in that morning, we saw the alert and we began to follow up on it.
Okay. And was there a second search after the word abuse?
Yes, it was how to kill your dad.
Okay. What is the protocol? So he's not at school when this
He
happens.
is not at school.
Okay. So what do you do about that?
Okay, if he's at school, we would immediately brought him in and talked with him. Since he was not at school, I attempted to get in touch with him, I guess by phone. I did not get a response. I tried to get in touch with his mom. We did not get a response, and so it was decided that we would send the resource officer from the school to the home to make sure that everyone was safe.
Okay. And to your knowledge, did the school resource officer go out
Yes.
to the home? Okay. And what was your understanding of how things were at the home?
He found everyone to be safe. He talked with Mom, and then came back and let us know that everything was safe.
Okay. Did you ever get an email from anyone about what had happened?
I did correspond with his mom about what had happened, so she was aware.
Okay. What did you do as a result of this incident happening?
Since Colt was not in school, so that we could follow up and make sure that everything, talk with him and make sure everything was good, we felt we needed an additional someone go into the home to monitor the family. So I made a report to Department of Family and Children Services.
Okay. And I'm going to mark this as Exhibit 206. You can flip through it. Take your time.
Yes, this is the report that I sent in.
That's the report you sent in?
Yes.
And it was alleging the abuse, the word abuse, and the search for how to kill your dad?
Right.
Okay. Your Honor, this time I would tender State Exhibit number 206 into evidence. It would not go back with the jury, but it would go into evidence.
Any objection?
It's not going back to the jury, you're just going to ask questions.
All right, 206 is admitted.
Okay. So you had said earlier that Colt was not doing his assignments and turning them in. Did there continue to be a problem with that?
He was inconsistent. Several weeks after this, he began to come into class.
Okay, so y'all started back.
Started back.
Okay.
And so, but he was inconsistent with his attendance
Okay.
and doing his work.
At some point that year, did the attendance stop?
Well, they moved away
Okay.
shortly, I think a couple of months after this occurred.
Okay. Would it have still been first semester?
Yes.
Okay. What's the process for unenrolling a student from Ben Hill school system when they move away?
We keep them enrolled until we get a request from the next school showing that they have completed the enrollment papers, and then they send for the records from our school. Once that's completed, then we stop their enrollment at our school.
And did your school receive requests for information from another school before the end of the first semester?
I don't believe we did.
Okay. When the second semester started in January, did you receive anything?
It was a while, and because we were trying to follow up and they weren't getting enrolled, another report to DFACS was made for the lack of attendance in school.
Okay. I'll show you. Where's Mark sticks in 207? Show you what's marked stick exhibit number 207. identify that.
Yes, this is a report that I sent in.
Okay, is that the one you sent in about they hadn't enrolled in another
Right.
school? And when did you send that in?
This was dated January the 30th, 2022.
Did you have any further contact with the family after they moved away?
No.
Did I tender 207, Your Honor? Your Honor, I tendered 207 into evidence. Same thing, it wouldn't go out with the jury, but just to,
Any objection?
Certainly would object to it going to the jury.
There's no objection to its submission.
Correct.
All right, 207 is admitted.
I have no further questions for you. Thank you.
All right, Cross?
Just a couple of questions. Good
Okay.
morning.
Good morning.
Adjustment from here. I'm going to be quick.
Okay.
Do you know whether anyone ever contacted Colt Gray about what his son said?
I did not. I did talk with the mom, and mom was aware.
Mom was aware, but do you know whether he was ever aware?
I did not talk to him.
Thank you.
All right, is she excused?
Please, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, ma'am. You're free to go.
You ready for the next witness, Your Honor?
Yes.
State called Shonda Wolfie.